Los Angeles is a city full of lights, dreams, and fame. But hidden behind the Hollywood streets, there are places people refuse to talk about. Places where strange things happen after midnight. Some say that years ago a young man arrived in Los Angeles carrying an old book of dark magic, and what he unleashed that night still haunts the city today. A few years ago, a quiet student named Daniel Carter moved to Los Angeles. Daniel looked like an ordinary college student, but he had a strange obsession with magic and ancient spells. Ever since he watched wizard stories like Harry Potter, he believed real magic might exist somewhere in the world. One evening, while walking through a small old bookstore in downtown Los Angeles, Daniel discovered a strange, dusty book hidden behind a shelf. The book had no title. When he opened the first page, there were only 3 words written in red ink. Magic has a price. Daniel felt a strange, cold feeling when he touched the book, but curiosity was stronger than fear, so he decided to take the book home. That same night, Daniel opened the book again. Inside it were strange symbols and spell-like words written in a language he had never seen before. At first, he laughed and thought it was just a fantasy book like the spells in Harry Potter movies. But then he decided to try one spell just for fun. At exactly midnight, Daniel placed 3 candles in the middle of his apartment and whispered the strange words written in the book. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, suddenly the candles began flickering violently and the room became extremely cold. Daniel felt as if someone was standing behind him. Slowly, he turned around, but the room looked empty. Still, he could feel that something was watching him. Over the next few days, strange things started happening around Daniel's apartment in Los Angeles. Objects moved on their own. Shadows appeared on the walls even when no light was shining. Sometimes Daniel heard whispers calling his name late at night. One night, while walking down a quiet street, he saw a tall, dark figure standing under a streetlight. The figure wore a long black cloak, and its face was completely hidden in darkness. Daniel froze when the figure slowly whispered, "You opened the book." Before Daniel could speak, the figure suddenly disappeared into the darkness. Terrified, Daniel rushed back to his apartment and opened the book again. This time, he read the final pages carefully, and what he discovered made his heart pound with fear. The book was not teaching magic. It was summoning something ancient and dangerous. Every spell Daniel performed was slowly opening a doorway between worlds. The dark figure he saw was the creature waiting on the other side of that doorway. Panicking, Daniel tried to destroy the book. He tried to burn the pages, but they refused to burn. The whispers inside the apartment grew louder and louder. Then suddenly new words appeared on the last page of the book. The message slowly formed in dark ink. "You called me. Now I am coming." The next morning, Daniel Carter disappeared without a trace. When police entered his apartment, they found the entire place empty. But in the center of the floor lay the strange book, open to the final page. And on that page, a new message had appeared. Los Angeles has a new wizard. Even today, some people in Los Angeles claim that late at night they see a mysterious shadow walking through the streets, a figure wearing a long black cloak and holding an ancient book, waiting for someone curious enough to believe in real magic and foolish enough to open the book again. Edgar Chajo,